Right, what's going on, guys? So, my team, Arsenal, what is going on? I've got no clue because we have only bought one player in this window. Raya was obviously with us last season, so I'm not going to count that. Calafiori, fantastic. We don't need any more defenders, so that's nice to know. But we've got 3 days until the season starts, and we've bought no one else. Should I be concerned? Should we be concerned? I'd say a little bit, just a little bit. I think it's. I think we've still got a good enough squad to play the first game of the season, play the first 5 games, well, three actually. You know, we've got City and Spurs after, so it'd be nice to have some new signings for them. But yeah, I mean, for now, we've still got a very good squad. We've done really well last season, so we don't need any players now. But if we want to win this league title, we need two more players. We do. We need a midfielder and we need a forward. I wouldn't go for an out and out striker because if we bring in one of those, then it's either he'll feel like he has to play all the games, and if he doesn't play, we can't put him in any other positions. I think we need a forward who can play up front and on the wings, who's a bit more versatile, just like Jesus is, and but we need someone else. We need an extra option, especially with Nketiah. Looking like Bournemouth are interested. Smith Rowe's already gone out. So we need some players, and it is vital. I think the Mikel Merino deal is a little bit embarrassing because, you know, for some reason our deals always seem to drag and take ages, and this one looks like it's unlikely to happen as of now, but things could obviously change. Let's look at the areas that Arsenal need to strengthen in because, like I said, for now we're okay, but if we want to win this league title, we need two more players. So I look at the defence. The defence is fine. The goalkeeper situation is fine. We're fine in that department. We're very, very solid. Where we need to strengthen is the midfield. Now, I don't think it's essential that we get an out-and-out six because we've got Jorginho and Partey for this season. Obviously, next season or the season after, we'll look to get a permanent player in that role because they're both in their 30s. But I feel we need a player who can play in the 8 position but can also play in the 6, but is perfectly capable of playing the 8. Like, obviously, Jorginho and Partey can't play the 8. I think they're out-and-out 6s in the team. So Mikel Merino would be perfect because he can play as a 6, he can play as an 8, and he would give us something that Xhaka gave us. I still feel like when we got rid of Xhaka last season, I feel like the first half of last season, we really missed Granit Xhaka. And it's only in the second half of the season where we found out different ways of playing that we kind of filled the void of Xhaka. But we still need someone like that, I feel. Zinchenko, I want to see him in that role. But Arteta's come out and he said, we've got no interest in playing in midfield. He's a fullback. I disagree. I think Zinchenko needs to be tried in the midfield. We still need another midfielder, but we need to try him because defensively, we've got enough cover. We don't need Zinchenko. If you look at, let's just say hypothetically, you've got White, Gabriel, Saliba, and Calafiori. You've still got Timber and Tomiyasu as backups, and Kivior. That's free. Even if Kivior leaves, you've still got those two players. So you don't need to try Zinchenko as a fullback. You don't need to keep trying that. Try him out in midfield. But we still need another midfielder like a Mikel Merino who can just give us more options there. In terms of Odegaard, Fabio Vieira can play in that position. You've got Havertz who can play in that position. But that then leads me on to, if that's the case, we need another forward. So Martinelli and Trossard are left wingers. I know Jesus can play that. Saka's on the right, but Jesus can play there as well. But you can kind of tell that we still need one more body there. Havertz, Trossard, and Jesus can play out front, but we need one more. That has to happen. Whoever it is, I don't know. I trust the scouting department at the football club. I trust Edu and Arteta to get the right player. Everyone else seems to have done their business. So that means we'll have a pick of the players to choose from. Arteta can take his time over the next couple of weeks and he can really try and see who is right. But it has to happen. What we did 10 years ago, or 9 years ago, with the 2015-16 season, I felt we were going into that season, I felt we were favourites. I thought we were favourites to win that title. This was the Leicester season. I thought we were favourites at the start of the window, but I just felt we bought Petr Cech. We needed two more players. And Wenger was very arrogant. He didn't bring in two more players, and we were always going to get injuries to Cazorla. and Coquelin and Sanchez, and it's what happened. And we were short with our squad. I don't want that to happen again this year. So I want us to bring in 2 more bodies. Mikel Merino would be perfect, and then a forward who can play on the wing and up front. But it's got to happen. You know, we can't keep stalling. We're okay for now, but we have to bring in those 2 players. So I hope Arteta and Edu have got a plan. Because I tell you what, if they don't have a plan, that's a real concern. Because we can't be panic buying. There has to be targets that they both want, who they've had discussions with, that all those fucking journalists that claim to know what's going on, but they really don't know. They say they know, but they don't know. Do you know what I mean? So I hope they're secret about the targets that they're identifying, and that we'll get some players soon, because it's got to happen.